Okay, welcome back to Motor Tic Mastery. On this channel I share my insights, thoughts, concepts, beliefs, practices, projections, ideas on healing a motor tic as I have done. I've been through that journey of ticking thousands of times a day, and I'm now 99% healed. This is without drugs or medicine, just pure good old prana. It's a bit of a joke, but kind of not at the same time. So, it's a beautiful day here in the UK. On this video, I wanted to share with you a few ideas around creating safety in ourselves so that we tick less. Safety. What has this got to do with our ticking? What has this got to do with our twitching? What has this got to do with our Tourette's? Feeling safe. Feeling safe. You know, when I look around this world, I don't see humans and kids and adults and teenagers and all of us out there feeling really expansive and full and excited and alive and following our passions. I see a lot of us who are really in a pain, in anxiety, in states of stress and awkwardness, and like not really fitting in or worried about where they are or what they're doing or where they're going. Like that level of consciousness is ripe in our society. That level of safety is ripe in our society. So how do we feel more safe on a regular basis in order to feel more calm inside of ourselves, in order to stop the tics? Because literally that is what we can achieve if we learn to feel very safe, calm, grounded, confident, balanced inside ourselves. The tics are no longer needed. The tics of expression, the tics of unsafety are no longer needed. So, how do we feel safe? So, let's see if I can break this down to the mind, body and soul level, because we are mind, body and soul, or spirit, whatever you want to describe it as. In the West these days, we don't usually talk about the soul or spirit much, do we? Because it's not really deemed as an appropriate materialistic Newtonian way of seeing the world. Yet, on my healing journey, it certainly helped transform me, just understanding what this thing is. Anyway, feeling safe. How do we learn to feel safer in our body so the body doesn't feel uncomfortable and thus feel the need to tick and move and squirm and sort of express itself in these weird, awkward ways? As we know, that's what it feels like, right? When we have this condition, it feels so freaking embarrassing. So, what I learned on my journey of healing is I had picked up many let's say awkward situations in my life where I didn't feel safe around other people, or I felt awkward around other people, or I judged myself when I was around other people, or other people's thoughts or comments about me hurt me and I took them on, or whatever it might be. I had built up this like level of social anxiety around other people, so that when other people saw me, like the tic was happening, and it made me feel even worse. It was like I was creating my own nightmare. And so these unconscious patterns and stories had built up in my mind, and I'd pushed them down over many months and many years, and I'd pushed them down further and further and further into my body, to the point where my body needed to express. It needed to get them out. It needed to just move and sort of, please see me, you know? So this is what I went through. I learned that there was unconscious patterns of awkwardness and anxiety around other people, and I would play out these movements in order to sort of reverberate away the negative energy that was stored, or the anger or the frustration that I was holding inside myself about myself because of all the judgments or the awkwardness I had in the world around me. Are you still following? Because I'm going deep on this one, you know. This one's a little bit deeper than maybe some of my my other videos, which you'll possibly find interesting and useful on your path of healing. So, I have these patterns, I have these stories, I have this kind of habit of ticking stuck in me from some sort of interaction with the world around me. Usually because, or through interaction with other people, or being caught in the jail of my mind. And the jail of my mind wouldn't allow me to fully express and get out what I wanted to say, you know. And so I learned that I had these unconscious patterns, these unconscious stories, the stuff that was just happening and I was having to tick and move. So what do I do in that situation now? Now I know that. How could I make myself now feel safe in each moment when I'm around other people? So we have to start thinking about how we can maybe reprogram some of those unconscious habits. But if they're unconscious, how can I do that? Simply put, I leveraged an old ancient technique called visualization. And this is one of the tools that I still regularly use every single day. And that is that of believing I am safe by creating a new story. So if over the course of my life I had created many, many different stories about my awkwardness and anxiety around other people, for whatever reasons they might be, which thus then caused the tic. How about now I just use my visualization in my mind to create a new story that makes me feel safe? And by then reminding myself of that new story on a regular basis, I learned to, over a bit of time, feel safer in myself, feel more confident. And those around me, other people's opinions of me, other people's thoughts of me, that made me feel embarrassed, become less and less and less and less relevant. And thus I felt calmer, and thus I ticked less. How cool is that? And this is the process. This is one of the many tools that I've used to go about my healing journey. It's not everything. It's one of them that I've used to go from ticking thousands of times a day to where I am now. So what is this visualization technique? What is this tool that I've used daily in order to prime my mind to feel safe around other people? Thus I tic less. All I do is, in the morning, I carve out a few minutes of time, 3, 4, 5 minutes. I sit still, I find somewhere quiet where nobody's going to interrupt me. I close my eyes. I take a few breaths, deep inhales and exhales. Find a little bit of calmness inside myself. I try not to think ahead to the day. I try not to think about the past. I just try to be in the moment. Are you with me? Good. I just find some time to be with me and be still. That's number one. Now, once I'm in that place and my eyes are closed, I then visualize. I visualize. I picture. I imagine. I see. However you go about doing this. Maybe when you close your eyes, you picture and you can see things. Maybe you don't see things in your imagination very vividly and you just feel. It's just the thought, the concept, the idea of imagining is good enough here. However you visualize, however you see, however you imagine, however your thoughts are created, whatever way you do it, you do it. That's it. And you visualize this thing. You visualize a bubble, literally, this is all. you visualize a bubble of light surrounding you. You visualize, maybe it's a bright white or yellowish tinted light. It's clear. It protects the outside world from interfering from what's going on inside this bubble. By shifting our belief that I am protected, I feel safe in this space, I feel good here. Negativity bounces on the outside of this bubble back to whoever expresses it. It's their judgment of you. It's their judgment. It's not yours. Leave them to judge. It's their thing. Create that barrier. Create that boundary. Create that bubble that protects you. In your mind, in your mind's eye. However you imagine it is okay to you. Maybe see it from different perspectives if you can do that. Feel how safe it feels inside this bubble. What's the safest experience that you've ever had in your life? It's the calmest experience you've ever experienced in your life. Maybe the protection of your mother's womb. That safety, that level of safety you have in this space. And wherever I look, wherever I see, whatever is going on around me, whatever people are saying, whatever people are feeling or thinking around me, it's theirs. It's their thoughts, it's their emotions, it's their ideas, it's their stuff. And you get to be freely you inside this bubble. Because only you are inside here. Totally and utterly, this is you inside this safe space of total and absolute, complete serenity and safety and peacefulness and balance and love. If you'd like, you can radiate your heart, and so your heart is just connecting with the bubble, and sort of the whole bubble radiates out from your heart. And you can imagine in this place you just feel a beauty. You feel the beauty. Of that loving feeling, and whatever love means to you, it's okay. But just know that you're safe inside here. Everything you can ever possibly imagine or want is with you right now in perfect harmony. And in this place of safety, you can move around your life. You can go to work, you can go to school, you can walk down the street, you can drive your car, you can be still, you can watch the television. You are protected and you are safe. And it's these ideas in our mind, these sprouts of thoughts or concepts or visualizations that can grow. You might hear it once from me now, but it will pop back into your mind in the future. You'll be like, oh, I remember that. I'm going to use that technique now. And you'll feel less of a overwhelmness around certain people moving forward in your life now. You'll feel less overwhelmed in your life when you are around people or places or situations or scenarios where usually you would tick a lot. Because you know you can just revert back to, oh, this place, this vibration, this safety. And so, this is my gift to you today. It's one of the tools that have helped me. For more tools, I share and teach my MTM method, so check out my website and my book if you're interested in that. But at the same time, give this a go. Like, give this tool a go. Practice it in your life. Experiment with just visualizing this space and priming the beginning of your day with this golden bubble around you, feeling safe and protected, and know that I'm about to, or you're about to start this day strong, confident, free, safe, happy, joyful, and you're going to bring your awesome freaking self into the world and not worry about this tic. There is nothing to worry about. It's all going to melt away. It's all going to fade away. It's all going to beautifully, beautifully dissolve from your beingness. I trust that this will help. I trust that you will come back to this tool. And I, in this moment, send you my love, my regards, my kindness, my smile. And I wish you a really beautiful and wonderful day. Okay, ciao.